What's up and welcome back. This is top five, where I actually am starting to do lists. Uh, I just saw Nimona with Chloe Grace Moretz, and I checked out through the power of IMDb. I realized I've seen 19 film or television projects that have featured Chloe Grace Moretz. So this is my top five for Chloe Grace Moretz. These are roles, not necessarily films, because sometimes she's in a film or a TV series where she has a small part, and to put that film up at the top of her resume just feels kind of weird. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that these are my favorite roles for Chloe Grace Moretz. So coming in at number five, this may surprise you, but I'm gonna go with The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. She only appears in the original, in the first one, and then she just disappears. And believe it or not, you can tell the difference. For anybody who's actually watched the original Diary of a Wimpy Kid films, when Chloe Grace Moretz is gone, there's a noticeable presence missing from the film. She definitely brought something to the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I don't know why they chose to jettison her character. I don't know why she didn't come back. But I think it was a mistake because I don't think any of the sequels ever really lived up to the promise that the first one had. And she definitely could have brought more to the franchise. So that's I think the true sign of whether or not somebody made an impact in a film is when you notice when they're not there. So it may be a surprising fifth pick for you. You may be like, well, but that's why, is because without her, I think that franchise suffered. So coming in at number four, we're going to go with The Equalizer, because this is one of Chloe's roles where she's saying, listen, I'm all grown up now. I don't know why she felt the need to do this role, because she kind of already was. But this is part of her. A lot of actresses who started off in child star roles and kid films and stuff like that, they have these roles where once they've done them, they can't go back anymore. And playing a young, misunderstood child is probably, it does that really quickly for you. I mean, it did for Jodie Foster. So, pretty much when kids get in these kind of roles, they stop getting looked at as being like, ooh, we should be in family-friendly films. People are like, I don't know. So Chloe went and did this with Denzel Washington in The Equalizer, and she's really pretty good in this. I don't know that we need three of them, but there you go. Chloe Grace Moretz. Coming in at number three, which might be a lot of people's number ones, is Let Me In, where she was directed by Matt Reeves. It's the remake of Let the Right One In, and she has the benefit of being in a role that is terrific. All three actresses that have portrayed this role before, whether they were in Let the Right One In, Let Me In, or the TV series Let the Right One In, have all been fantastic. That's why I'm not putting this at number one. It's a role that has allowed every actress to shine. And it's not that Chloe Grace Moretz shined brighter than the others. It's that she's shown just as bright as all the others. So it's just a really strong role. It's like being offered, Macbeth, and being able to make your way through that role. It's like, of course Denzel Washington was going to be good. Anyway, so yes, second time I've mentioned Denzel in this video. Yeah, so that would be my third pick for her. Coming in at number two is a TV series. I think she's quite good on The Peripheral. I think she's a good lead. I think she carries the film quite well. She handles the action sequences really well. And I think she does a really nice job on the series. I'm really excited that Amazon decided to go forward with the second season. I'm curious to see where her character goes. I think it's a nice, strong female lead. And it's a great opportunity to really showcase Chloe in non-animated style in a brilliant lead role. So she's not a damsel in distress. She can kick as much ass as any of the guys she's up against. And that's a great role, but we've kind of known that for a while. This is not her first time doing action. So before I give up my number one, I will drop some honorable mentions. I actually liked Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, at least enough to mention it. But I think when that sorority comes in, all the girls kind of get jumbled together, and it's really hard to say who is better than the other. I'll give an honorable mention shout out to If I Stay. It's the movie that she made where she's dying and trying to decide to, follow the light or not follow the light. It's kind of a slow and depressing film, but she does nice work in it. So those films miss out on the cut. And also, I'll give a shout out to Nimona. It's voice work, but it's good voice work. So, what's my number one role for Chloe? That's Kick-Ass. I think Hit Girl is the reason why she has such a massive career. I know Kick-Ass wasn't like a $200 million film, but I think it's one of those films that people have continued to catch up on. And obviously there was Kick-Ass 2, but recognizing her for the first film I think makes sense. That's the film where you talk about, because that's where she debuted the character. I think talking about Kick-Ass 2, you're just talking about an extension of that character. So this is about roles, not films. So my favorite role of hers is still Hit Girl from Kick-Ass. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and let me know what your favorite Chloe Grace Moretz project is in the comments. I will see you guys on the other side.